for people who like Elfbane. So of course, this was on a Dark Elf. Got pretty good spell damage, right? Almost 4k spell damage for this build. Dark Elf, Lover for maximum damage. Right, you're gonna have a little bit of spell pen, and this is actually a heavy build. So this is more for people who are. I kind of like the setup. For some reason, the health feels off. I'm not sure. Oh, I know why. Bam. That's why. That's why I was off. I was like, why is my health so low? And I'm in heavy. I forgot to click in Cyrodiil. All right, let's wait for this stupid. Let's wait for this stupid site. So for Magicka, I think in heavy armor, because you're not gonna have as much pen, I would go the Lover, right? And so that should put us at 25k in heavy. Yeah, almost 26k. So that's not bad. So this is just a physical pen from the Lover. We're gonna have the Lover. And in terms of the items, I went with a sharpened willpower with shock for minor vulnerability from the shock glyph. Willpower for the max Magicka. This is a no CP build, I should say. This is a no CP. So just shy of 26k, 31k max Magicka, 16k stamina. You can see our recoveries with a pot. I don't think you'll need. I typically don't run too much Magicka recovery, but you're still gonna have Ellie Drain, and you're still gonna be able to heavy attack. Plus the potion, plus access to ultimate ult gen. You'll gain back resources from utilizing ults. So I think you wanted to utilize Magicka because Magicka has a really long duration with Elfbane. And Elfbane is a pretty good damage set and makes your... So it kind of defeats the purpose. If you're going to run Elfbane, it kind of defeats the purpose of utilizing Molten because you want your dots to stick on your opponent. So let's see if I can fine-tune this a little better. And of course, this is with Clever. So let's see if we can fine-tune this build a little more for PvP. Let's rotate this out. And let's go Flame Lash. That's a decent Flame Lash. It's not terrible. 8600 and no CP is not bad at all. So if I'm going to go this route, I'm probably not going to need Cauterize. Or I could drop Coag, which I probably would think of dropping Coag because I've got access to Cauterize and Flame Lash and Burning Embers. So let's see what we can put to make this look a little better. Spell damage, shock glyph, sword and shield on the back bar. Clever. I did not put a thing on the back bar. So let's go, I guess, prismatic on the back. I also forgot to put, let's see, what would I want here? My stamina is okay. I could eke out a little bit more damage with max Magicka. Right? This is also max Magicka, health. Max Magicka, and I think this one was HP. So I could drop this to max Magicka, and that'll put me at 8k effective spell power. Did I put the buff in? Let me see. Got that from Inner Light. I wonder if I could work in Minor Berserk. We wanted to make something with Elf board, and then we're all in pen. So that'd basically be it. All points into Magicka and Cyrodiil for no CP. If you're a Dark Elf, utilizing the Lover for maximum damage. It's going to give you slightly more damage. Very slightly. You could use more spell power. But if you're just trying to eke out as much damage as possible, I go the Lover, which is why we went Sharpened over Nirn. And of course, you've got Ellie Drain for resource management and damage. So that gives you a total of 10,830 spell pen and heavy, and then utilizing 2 Grothar with a triglyph on all the big pieces, and then Magicka on everything else. Reinforced, everything else is impen. I think it's easy enough to be able to get Elfbane gold. I think most people already have it. I think I have a pair. It's been on the vendor for so long. 2 spell damage, 1 glyph infused for the clever proc on the back bar. Right, so that'll give you higher uptime on Clever Alchemist, and of course, which it'll also give you more resource management because you're going to be using potions more often. Sharpened Shock for the minor vulnerability proc from the glyph. And then we're utilizing gold food. 100% uptime on Grafdar because of Elfbane, and then willpower on the front. And then 2 clever on the back, sword and shield infused for the berserker glyph on the back bar. And then you can see the tooltips right here. Not bad, it's a 15k dot. Shattering for the heal, you've got Ellie Drain. Shifting standard is 34 seconds of uptime, which is crazy. What is that? Let me see something. So if it's 34 times 3, so that gives you, by the time shifting is over, you'll have 102 ult, not counting what you'll get from your passives from utilizing shattering. So you have probably end up with like maybe 115. If you secure a kill, you'll probably end up with like a little bit more than halfway there. And of course, Magma Shell also benefits from Elfbane for 18 seconds uptime, I believe it is. I think in combat, Magma Shell is 18 seconds. And then you've got Engulfing. The reason I didn't want to utilize Molten was because if you're going to run Elfbane, it kind of defeats the purpose to spam damage over time abilities as it is. And if you're... otherwise, it's pointless, right? It gives you 20 seconds uptime on the buff. Talons for the pressure relief, the synergy. You've got 2 different abilities to heal. One that can be utilized out of combat. You've got mobility from Race Against Time, plus a little bit of a crit buff. Crit buff not that important, but in heavy armor the mobility might be welcome. And of course your volatile armor plus inner light. And of course I would utilize tripods. Of course that's with a clever proc. And I think that's it. I think that kind of like well rounds that build out. You really don't need that much Magicka on a Magicka DK, especially because you've got a little bit of recovery from heavy armor. You can heavy attack for recovery, and you've got Ellie Drain. You've got a potion. You've got shorter potion uptime. So it's normally 43. That turns your potion into I think 35. So 35 seconds between pots to keep clever up. You got pretty good ult return. So you're getting a lot of resources because these are more expensive. I would just use them as soon as you had them available. So it's pretty interesting heavy build.